Good evening, everybody. Have a nice spring evening here in Pittsburgh. Got up into the 60s today. I do own a Hudson. It's not quite as what I thought. Still needs a lot of work, but it's in good shape, and all the parts are there. So that'll be a project. A home run won the Pirates game in the 10th today, 1-0. All right. And the market needed to stay up near the top end of the trading range today to tell us it's got some sort of pattern here. As we can see, we've got that slow curve, kind of a morning star signal set up from Friday. So the Dow looks attractive for having a potential breakout to the upside. The S&P 500, same scenario. Some doji gap ups, which is usually an indication that there's some strength coming into the market. And the NASDAQ needs to get above the T-line. It's also got some strength showing up in it. With the inverted hammer doji type day, bullish confirmation. If they trade this up above the T-line tomorrow, that's going to be a significant indication that the bulls are back in control of this market. Interest rates still just kind of moving sideways. Crude oil in a slow uptrend, but it's staying in an uptrend, not moving very fast. I wouldn't trade crude oil, but at least we know crude oil is moving positive. And gold is still on its way down. Gold and silver below the T-line and staying below the T-line. And let's see what else we got. Soybeans had a nice day today. Nice breakout with this. I guess we better make this a little bit smaller. Nice J-hook pattern breakout, trading positive from this level. And let's see, been trading cotton. Cotton kind of pulled back today, but you can see it's in a nice, slow, steady uptrend. And what else was I trading? Lean or live cattle. Oops. Opened lower, but held up. Let's see, that's April. What do I have? Is that what I'm looking at? Anyways, cattle backing off today. This is the after-hour trading right now. So holding this T-line area. And what else we got? The dollar. Dollar kind of getting squeezed in between the T-line and the 50, so it's kind of moving sideways. Same thing with the euro. It's probably going to bob up and down in between the 50 and the T-line. And it looks like the Japanese yen is rolling over. Makes for a good short if they open this lower with your kicker signal doji sandwich pushing this to the downside. Let's see, what else have we got in the commodity area? Wheat starting to roll over, but corn coming out of this nicely. Whenever you see this booster type move, that means we're making their decision and they changed it. That tells you there's probably going to be a lot more force to the upside. All right, let's see. I guess I've got all the commodities that I can think of. cocoa flat, sugar price starting into a wedge formation, and coffee getting stuck here at the T line. If it opens lower tomorrow, they're probably bringing it back down to the 50. All right, we'll take a look at some of the ones we were recommending. Obviously, we are recommending this one, MTOR, on a positive open today, because this has your perfect candlestick setup. Morning star signal with an inverted hammer, bullish confirmation off the 50 with stochastics coming out of the oversold area, a close above the T line, breaking the downward trend channel. If it opened positive, you definitely wanted to be buying, which we were buying on the open today. Another one, which is coming out of a slow curve, is MNI. Bought this today on positive trading, and we'll be buying again on positive trading tomorrow with a doji sandwich that would be breaking out this slow curve pattern. And let's see, some of the ones we own. BWEN. You just want to stay long. Notice when it came up to this resistance level, it was breaking out. RTRX. Stay long as this stays above the T line. This is probably a good buy tomorrow on positive trading. And that was RTRX. So we'll get that written down twice. STAA. All you can do here is stay long as this stays above the T line. STKL. Same scenario. We're in a nice J-hook pattern on this one. You just hold this until you see a sell signal. At this point, I probably wouldn't want to see it trade back below this level at all. Probably don't want to see it trade, probably don't want to see it close back below the low of today. We're getting things scheduled up, Hag. That's what they took a survey this weekend to see what the topics were that everybody would like to go over. OESX, stay long. This one's got a slow curve breakout. Just stay long on this one. Plug is trying to break out of this little wedge formation. This one you definitely buy on a positive open tomorrow. That would be a strong chart pattern. CONN was up pretty strong today, but backed off on the close. I still suspect this is going to be another big pop day, so look for a double doji. If it opens positive tomorrow, they can still take it up this magnitude of this move right here. That one's been working well. We had put spreads on that one, and they're working out nicely. PES is still working well. You want to be buying this one on positive open tomorrow with a doji or a doji sandwich, keeping you in this uptrend. TNP. This is one where if you closed it out with the closing below the T line, you can be buying this one back on positive trading. So this is a perfect example where you get stopped out and you buy back in. But remember, the reason we're stopping out in the first place is because it didn't look good anymore. It was time to get out. Now it's telling us it's time to get back in. So whatever that was, maybe 25 cents that you missed out on in this move, was insurance that you weren't holding on to something that was going to take back another 40 or 50 cents from you. But now the upside potential is still another, whatever that is, $6.50, $1.50 to the upside. So once again, this was one of the hardest things for me to kind of get mentally around, was closing out a position and then buying it back when it was time to buy back. But I discovered when I did that, I started making tons of money, or kept from losing a lot of money and then getting back basically what it boils down to is I'd rather give up some profit than have to get back losses that I've by staying in a position too long. All right, the biotechs, which were good for a while and then got soggy, look like they're starting to come back. This one, TKMR, we made very good money with on the uptrend. Now it's right smack dab on the 50, and we have a bullish harami, which basically tells you that's where the selling has stopped. We'll be watching this to see if it can close up above the T-line and be buying it back. ALIM, another biotech. Whoops. Okay, all right. Let's do this then. I guess everybody was having problems getting in. I'm going to do one more. We'll just take off. Let's try this. We'll just remove the passcode tonight. That's a nice slow curve. This one you want to get ready to buy on positive trading. And notice where the slow curve bounced up right off the 50-day moving average. Let's see. So the biotechs, the point of all this was the biotechs are starting to be bought again. They've all got nice patterns. If they start, this is our CPT. If this comes up through the T-line after a hammer, doji, gap up, spinning top, get ready to buy this on positive trading. Let's see. Oh, we're down here. All right. And ECYT, I think they'd been bought or had an offer on them, but they're doing a Morningstar signal right smack dab here on the T-line. You want to be ready to buy this one. Okay. What did we do? Okay, chart's not visible. Correct. Yeah, we're trying to see if the password is. Let's see, lots of good, let's see, OMER, another biotech, starting to turn around. This one can be bought after the inverted hammer and a close above the T-line. NPSP. Look where this bounced, right off the 200 with a hammer, gap up. This one can be bought with kind of that little mini scoop pattern. You could get a slingshot effect to the upside. And AGIO. Another one that if it opens positive, another kind of scoop type pattern with a slingshot effect to the upside. IG, good chart pattern. So if you can see this many good chart patterns showing up, BDSI, in one sector, such as the biotechs, these you get ready to buy back because that means the money's coming back in again. AGIO, we just did that one. IGBD, TXMD. This one, get ready to buy. If it starts coming up through the moving averages, the T-line and the 50 after your bullish harami, hammer, gap up, basically telling us they're going to take it back up here to this trend channel. So look for it to come up to that level. That means you've got 2 points on a $6 stock. That's a good percent return. AMRI, we made some very good money with this one. Now it's starting to recoup. This one you can be buying on positive trading tomorrow. ARAY, little scoop pattern with a morning or the cradle pattern. This one you definitely want to be buying on positive trading. Let's make this a little bit more this way. All right. Should get a good little pop off of this one. And TGTX. There's kind of your doji sandwich, close above the T line. If they bring this back up, they're going to bring it back up into the trend channel. Another good 30% move. Cran got whacked today. I saw. Whoops. It was down 60% on the open this morning. So whatever they announced, they didn't like it, obviously. And ISIS. Yeah, but that's not a reversal signal. You can be buying this, just be expecting a bounce versus a reversal on ISIS. And some of the high techs coming back. VIPs. This one you can be buying. Probably the calls on this one, or a call spread. Inverted hammer gap up through the resistance level. Stochastics coming up. That could have another good strong pop in it like we saw over here. Okay, thank you, Bob. VNet. VNet, there's your kind of your flutter kicker signal, smack dab off the 50. They'll bring this back up to the top of the trend channel, which means they're going to bring you up into about the $34 area. And I had some more here. Oh, UIS. Whoops. S.UIS. There's your morning star signal after an inverted hammer. Scoop type pattern. This one you can be buying on positive trading. And ADEP, another good looking chart. A little flutter kicker setup. This one you want to be buying, going to back to the top of the trend channel, giving you about a 25% move. HOLI, bullish engulfing, breakout of this level, gap up through this level. This one you want to be buying. They're going to take this up to the top of the trend channel and do a 45 degree. And SWFT, one of the truck companies, transportation stocks are coming back pretty good. Inverted hammer right on the 50-day moving average with a gap up. That tells you this scoop type pattern is in effect. This one you want to be buying on positive trading tomorrow. That's probably going to get a star next to it. AKS was acting well. Big fry pan bottom. Notice your little inverted hammer doji breakout through this level. This one, fry pan bottom, come right back up to this level. If they open this positive, you definitely want to be buying on the breakout. And whoops, something's happened here. SLCA. There's that slow curve breakout. This one should go to the top of the trend channel pretty quick and possibly do a 45 degree off of there. Oh, I skipped one here. That's the AEGN, another slow curve breakout. This one you can be buying. People were asking whether they should be buying live yesterday, and the only criteria that it needed to do was trade or close up above the T line. You had a nice morning star type signal, but this is why just waiting to see if it's going to be taking it up above the T line is very, very important. Because this is what could happen. If they can't get above the T line, you're still going to be in a lethargic trade and your money's going to be tied up for a while. So the T line and a close above it, I would rather pay up for it, knowing that everything, all the probabilities of moving positive are enhanced versus trying to guess whether it's going to get up through that level or not. IQNT, another one that can be bought on the little cup and handle setup. And ARMH. Little left-right combo gap up. This one probably is moving back up to the top of the trend channel, which would be a significant move to the upside. FSL also is a good long chart. Just about ready to break out of this big slow curve or fry pan bottom. All right, but there's some, we've been short some also in this market, which is a safe thing to do, even though the market looks like it's going positive. There's still charts that are acting well on the short side. We recommended going short again on NSR today with it breaking down. This one still is probably a good short where they could be taking this one down hard like they did over here. And so you kind of observe the obvious. The obvious is they don't like this stock. They're selling it off. And what do we expect coming out of a dumpling top? A good slingshot effect to the downside. Just the opposite of a fry pan bottom. Tesla also, you just stay short. Even though they opened up positive, this is why you want to watch to see what they do after they open it for a minute or two. They opened it right here on the T line and immediately started selling it off. That was a good clue that you didn't want to be buying yet until they could get it up through the T line or covering your short position if they were taking it up through the T line. Away, we still have some short positions on this one. Just stay short until you see a buy signal. The obvious is they're going to take it down here to the 200-day moving average. Now, these are all stocks with the market up to 130 points today. We're still selling off. We had a short on BCOV. We stayed short as long as we didn't see a buy signal and a close back up above the T line. Now, if this opens positive tomorrow, we've got a doji inverted hammer getting near the oversold area, but that's kind of a critical analysis. It's near the oversold area. It's not quite there yet. You stay short until you see a close above the T line. And Moby was the same scenario. It gapped up today, but then it fizzled. So we closed it out on positive trading today, but it can always be reshorted if it opens lower because that makes the next target down here at the 50 because notice what they did. They came almost right up to the T line and failed. And we shorted BBRY starting Friday afternoon and on a positive or a weaker open this morning. Once again, this market or this stock was selling off. And this is why you want to analyze or kind of understand how a signal is formed or what it's telling you. They were taking this up Friday, hit the 50. Apparently their news came out and they wanted out of this fast. So not only did they change the direction of which way it was going, but they flung it down in this direction, which means there's probably going to be some more follow through. So stay short on this one. Okay, I guess that's about all I got. The market looks like it's got the potential that if they break through here, we've got some more upside over the next few days. Okay, an MRO and Marathon. Marathon, please, Marathon. Are we looking at the right one? Let's see. We're looking back over here. Yes, we had a sell signal. So that's it. I was sell signal. Watch it go up the next day. See if any more downside before getting out. Where am I? Okay, I'm not saying. I'm reading, Dave, what you've written. Where would you have entered the trade on March 18th? Oh, right here. If this is not a signal, but this is a doji, and they open it positive, what do we got going? A doji sandwich. So we would be buying here. What is our first criteria to see if it's going to break through? Obviously, the T line. So, but if we can calculate that this body right here is going to be the equivalent to this body right here, that if we're buying on a positive open, and they have the same range as this body, that means they could just slightly get through, which in this case they went through better. So this is, if I see a doji sandwich setup, I'm going to buy on a positive open. I don't want to see it close back below the doji. Let's see. What do you call an inverted hammer pattern? A J hook to the downside. I know it has its own name, or should. What do you call an inverted? Oh, just a bearish J hook pattern. Well, that's not it. Bearish J hook, bearish J hook. Yeah, just call it a bearish J hook. And I'll find one. Yeah, margin, that's something you have to use with your own thought process of how aggressive you want to be trading. On a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, I'm just trying to find a spot that would look like the beginning of a wave 3. If this is wave 1, starting from here is wave 3. So we're getting fairly close to the equivalent of wave 1 to the equivalent of wave 3. And it's just somewhere where I can tell the bullish trend started. I had so many pre-stage orders filled today, my cash. All right. Well, Marty, at that point, if you've got your over invested, go back at the end of the day and say, all right, which one of these, or which number of these positions don't look as strong as what they should be, and just close them back out and wait, or just keep your money that you got in there without margin. Let's see. With buying on positive open, do you take into consideration where the price opens relative to the previous day's close? Yes, not necessarily the wick. I just want to see that if it closed, if it closed here, I want to see it opening somewhere positive. Or if I'm buying on positive trading tomorrow, if it opens here, I want to see it get back up through this level, because if it opens here and comes back up through this level, what is it creating right here? Another green candle. That's what I'm buying. Roy, it could have been today's market being window dressing, but they kept it there all day long. It wasn't like at the end of the day they were closing out positions. And remember, we've gone through a market that has gone through a couple weeks of indecisive trading and didn't have any direction. Now it's kind of given us a direction, which means they've made their decision of which way they want to go. Tomorrow morning before the open, no economic schedule report. All right. Does drawing a trend line help? Yeah, if you can't, I mean, you can draw it, or if you can visually see that there's kind of a trend channel right up here. And a lot of times, a lot of the chart services have a very simple they've got the criteria for drawing trend channels, or just a trend line. Yeah, if I've already, if I happen to be over invested, meaning, let's say my over invested is that I want to only be in 10, 12 positions in a portfolio. And let's say, for example, I got 3 positions that executed on a given day. So now I've got 13 positions on. Well, at the end of the day, or 15 minutes before the market closes, I want to take a look to say, all right, which one of these do I really want to keep? And so that way, it kind of keeps my self-discipline in place, where I'm getting out of anything that doesn't look as strong as it should be. And on a case like where I've executed some that broke out, I've got to see them at the end of the day to see if that breakout's still going to continue, and if so, is that now stronger positions than I've got elsewhere, so I close the other positions. But I definitely don't want to change my criteria of how many positions I have on just because more than what I expected executed. I want to be back to where, because what happens when we get out of our comfort zone? We're now thinking about our comfort zone versus what each individual stock position is doing. And that all comes back to that if you've got a position where, let's say, for example, you had some options they give you stock on some of the options that you didn't intend to have. Well, if you have that, and I can give examples because I've done this many times in the past myself, I get I'm in the options for some reason, and this has happened to me before on expiration date or expiration day. I might be long 20 options of a $50 stock, and it looks like it's going to expire worthless. And when I come back at the end of the day, or I come back at the end of a weekend, for example, I find out that stock had a big move on Friday afternoon. So instead of them just letting my options expire or just go worthless, they go ahead and they execute the stock. So now all of a sudden, I've got $100,000 worth of stock in my account that I didn't expect to have. So if my rationale was that I didn't expect to have it, I close it out as quick as possible. Or if I'm in that position and all of a sudden I've got $50,000 worth of extra stock that I didn't anticipate, you can bet yourself dime to donuts that you're going to spend all your time watching that to see what you should do with it versus the other 10 or 12 positions you have in the portfolio. Just close it out and get back to your trading program. Al, I don't know whether they've set up oh, you do have a trial period. It's again, it's not for people to come in and tire kick. If you put up, if you pay for the service, which they take as an annual fee, in 30 days, if you don't like what you see, just say, I don't like it, want my money back. They'll give you your money back. Yes, you can use the T line on all time frames. Okay, wish you would do it on a monthly basis. Do what? All right, but again, that a monthly basis is more for the on a monthly basis. Oh, the option room. Okay. Um, I'll check with Pat and see if that can be. Well, what we're trying to get away from one of the options is that we don't want people coming in and out. Um, it's for the people that are truly interested in options and they plan to be trading it for quite a while. Um, do you have an investment type, longer term trading? Money Grove, yes, that will be. I'm waiting for the report on WLL to come back, and that's going to be the kickoff of our the long term trading area. Ever thought of combining the two rooms? No, John, that was the reason for doing the second room in the first place, was to uncombine it so that you didn't have option trading strategies being discussed in the chat room, which would be more information than most people want to see. They want to see stock ideas or the patterns and that sort of thing. So that's why we split it up so that there can be more discussion of option strategies in the option room without disturbing the regular room. Okay, Jim, go ahead and do the double line and try to keep your. Oh, you did. I didn't. I should have spoke to. We want to just keep this to a person, just so everybody has an opportunity. But I can see. I'm going to just do the first two of everybody's. More than likely, the last ones will somewhere be taken care of on somebody else's request. Oh, and even Jim said that. All right. Okay, so PEIX, this one, whoops, PEIX, this one closed above the T line, but traded soggy. You could be buying this one, but I'd be buying this one if it comes back up through tomorrow's open at the $16 range. That would tell me that the bulls are back in it. TLT, that's soggy. If this opens lower tomorrow, that tells you the bond prices, which we already know are kind of moving stagnantly. And it would be the bond prices would be coming down a little bit, but I'd say a little bit because if as long as it's trading in this range, the bond prices aren't going to move all that greatly. STX, stay long as it stays above the T line. BONT had a nice chart pattern. Had a nice chart pattern this morning. This one you can still buy. I wouldn't, if you own it, you hold on to it. You could be buying this on positive trading tomorrow. RDN, this one you want to be buying on positive trading tomorrow. Again, that inverted hammer, Harame, bullish confirmation. YRCW, this one, get ready to buy. You got a slow curve. What you want to see is a strong move. If it trades slightly positive, it means you're in a fry pan bottom. It means you don't want to buy it until it comes back up to this level where you get the big price move. And ADM, stay long on this one. Price line. Price line, this is another one where you just stay short until you see a buy signal and a close above the T line. GRTX, another one where you just stay short until you see a buy signal. You're sitting right here on the 50, so it'll be important to see what they do with it over the next couple of days. GM, Another one where you just stay short until you see a buy signal. If I was short this right now, I wouldn't want to see it come back up through today's high. That would tell me the bulls are still in here after the doji. BIB, this one, the Biotech, yeah, this one you still need to see this get back up through the T-line. You have the bullish Harami telling you the selling has stopped. And JDSU, another one that can be bought on positive trading tomorrow after the kind of the morning star signal bouncing off the 50. DDD. DDD, you don't want to do anything until you see a buy signal and a close above the T-line. Otherwise, you might be going flat or still in the downward direction. JCPenney, we're going to probably have this one coming out on as a long-term pick here in the next week or so. This one you stay long. It's closed. If you're trading it, you close it out if it opens lower tomorrow. If you're getting ready to buy this long term, wait to see it close up above the T line. Maxwell, stay short until you see a buy signal and a close above the T line. At this point, I wouldn't want to see it trade back up above the T line tomorrow with an inverted hammer. Doji, if they were trading it positive, that means they're still moving. They're starting to move it positive from here. Mankind, bah. Stay short if you can be short this one. But this one, ever since it failed, you shouldn't be in it. If you could short it before it got to $5, you just stay short until you see a buy signal. SWHC, another one that you want to be buying on positive trading out of the slow curve. Goldman. Goldman, you stay short. You get ready. Well, this one, if I saw it open positive like it did today, I'd probably cover the position. But then I'd be ready to reshort it if they start taking this back down because it didn't get up through the T line. WHR, this one you can buy on positive trading, probably the options. The diamonds, that's just like the stock or just like the Dow. Pretty much telling you they're coming out of the slow curve. Those are strong signals. And FAS, another one you can be buying on positive trading. BAP, stay long. There's kind of your doji sandwich, and they broke it out through this level. Just stay long until you see a sell signal. SCSC, kicker type signal. This one you want to be buying on positive trading tomorrow using today's halfway point on the candle as your stop. Kendai, you don't want to do anything much with this until it closes up back up above the T line. But it's trying to bottom in here. As you can see, it's kind of used the 50 as support. Now we just need to break through the T line to show the bulls have taken control. HSII, bullish Harami, gap up, not gap up, but positive trading, breaking through this level. Tells me watch for this trend trajectory, means you're in wave 3. OXGN, another one you can be buying tomorrow on positive trading. Doji sandwich, slow curve. And TXMD, this one you want to be buying on positive trading. That's the bigger the signal, the more compelling there's been a change of investor sentiment. Let's see, that's not the right PM. PM, another slow curve. This one you want to be buying. Just be aware of what the lack of magnitude of your return will be, taking you up to the 200-day moving average. NG, well, that's natural gas, S.NG. Navigold stuck in between the T line and the 50s. Still wouldn't buy this until it closes up above the T line. And LNK. This one, if you buy it above the T line, just be careful because you don't really have a reversal signal, just an update so far. Now I think, yeah, that's just an update. And so if it goes above the T line, you just be careful that it doesn't fizzle out fast. Well, what the heck is going on here? Oh, ACRX. ACRX still needs to get back up above the T line, and then just be aware that you may still be on a sideways moving trend. So more than likely, there's better, not more than likely, there's better charts out there right now that I'd be trading. And dang, you can buy this on positive trading. You got the inverted hammer Harami, bullish confirmation. If it opened positive tomorrow, you could be buying right away. Whoops, I skipped a few here, didn't I? IGR. There's that IGR. Another nice little mini scoop. This one you can be buying on bullish trading. RFMD. Another one that you can buy in positive trading, breaking out of the slow curve out into new territory. And SECO, same scenario. Whenever you see this big day and they open up positive, it tells you the profit taking's over. When the bulls step right back in, that means there's some stock out of the way. Usually provides a good move to the upside. And END, this one you can be buying. There's that slow curve, fry pan bottom, scoop type pattern, and it told us the 200 was not acting as a resistance anymore. TXMD, yes. You want to buy this one. And WAV. This one, look for the scoop pattern setup. So once it gets back up to this level, then you have to watch to see what it does at that breakout area. ARTX. This one you get ready to buy immediately on a positive open because your doji sandwich will break you out into new territory. Wave 1, wave 3 still has some upside to it. And TEX, another one that doesn't have a reversal, but it's basing here. If you buy it, you just be very careful what it does once it gets to this level. Once again, I would probably be buying other charts that have more upside potential. TXT, Morningstar type signal. This one I'd be more apt to buy with the anticipation the first target is testing the recent highs and then being a kind of a fry pan bottom breakout area. APOL, this one you want to buy, especially if it breaks out. This is where you can draw your trend line. I do this. Tells me if they trade this positive, I want to be a buyer. HRS, another one that can be bought on positive trading with the anticipation that they could be taking this back up to the top of this trend channel on a flutter kicker type setup. KONG. This one can be bought also on the J-hook type pattern, coming off the bullish Harami. IRS. That'd be a terrible symbol. This one you get ready to go short on kind of the dumpling top cup and handle. If it opened lower, telling us that this level is not acting as support. Probably going to be taking it down to the 200-day moving average. And CBRL, yeah, this one you can short. If I was shorting this one, I'd be shorting it if it came back down through today's low. That would definitely tell me the T line was acting as resistance. Ford, again, is our long-term, going to be another long-term pick. But it's been an existing long-term pick. This one you can be buying with the anticipation that if they open up positive doing a doji sandwich, they're going to be breaking out through this little resistance level. And potash, stay long. You have a doji sandwich breaking out into new territory. TSO, this one needs to get up through the 50. If it trades up through the 50, you want to be a buyer. Then you've got your doji sandwich in progress. Yes, WLL will be for a long-term hold. Get ready for a steady uptrend on this one. If you own it, you just stay long. I wouldn't be buying it based on the chart pattern, which tells me it's just going to be a steady eddy. But if you own it, hang on to it for the steady eddy. AXAS. This one you can definitely buy on positive trading tomorrow. That's a good looking chart. And BONT. We did this. If it opens positive, you can be buying immediately using the close below the T line as your stop. Microsoft. This one you can own. I'm never really excited about Microsoft because it doesn't have huge magnitude move on their charts, mainly because it's so big now that it takes a lot of people to move it around. And JP Morgan, stay long if you're in it. Another one that doesn't have a tremendous volatility, but at least you can use it as a trend indicator as long as the JP Morgan and Goldman keep moving in a positive direction. That means investor sentiment is positive. PDS, stay long. At this point, I would use today's open as your stop. It shouldn't come back down through there. CBRL. This one needs to get back up above the T line, which it hasn't done yet. And soda. Soda, still moving up nicely. Inverted hammer. Look for a potential breakout to the upside on positive trading in this one. Rig, stay long as this stays above the T line. Live, if you still own it, no, I wouldn't own it. Unless you've got tons of money to put into good positions, I wouldn't be holding this one. It's not doing anything. It's below the T line. It hasn't been able to close above the T line. It's just a nothing trade right now. I'd be on to something else. You could always buy this back if it breaks out to the upside. XLNX, inverted hammer, bullish confirmation. You can buy this one on positive trading. DBD, little kicker type signal. This one you want to buy immediately on positive trading. That was DBD Marvell. Let's see, we better make this. Marvell on the kicker type trend kicker signal should be moving back up toward the top of the trading range. T-car. This one may not be buying it here, but definitely would stay long. You could buy it here on the J-hook pattern. Just watch what it does once it gets up to this level. Needs to break through. BLOX, that one's setting up, but nothing yet there that would make you want to buy it. It needs to have that close above the T-line. If it does, now you've got that scoop type pattern setting up. Smegmo, nothing here yet. Just an up day and a downtrend. Now, if you're short, should have closed this one out if it came back up above the previous day's open, especially when you were down in the oversold area. If you're still short, you cover on a positive trading, and then just see what it does at the T-line. You can always re-short it if they bounce back down from the T-line. Camp was starting to show some good movement today. This one with a trend kicker, you can buy this on positive trading. And Clint had a big day to the upside. This one you watch to see when the profit taking's over. You can buy it because this is going to go to the top of the channel and do a 45-degree off of there. Apple can't get below the T-line, even though they've closed it there about 3 times now. You just stay long. But if it starts trading below the T-line tomorrow, that would tell me that this wedge formation is back in effect. Hershey. This one you get ready to buy. Obviously an option trade, and you can be buying on positive trading. You just have to make sure it gets through this level. VRX. Inverted hammer bullish confirmation, another one you can be buying on positive trading tomorrow. And ARIA. ARIA, you can be buying this on positive trading. Needs to break this downtrending channel. MNGA. This one you buy on positive trading. Getting the flutter kicker, it would take you up further. Right now they're back up above the T-line. And Bio. You don't touch this one until you see a close above the T-line. So we did manga. All right, PBR. Just stay long on this one until you see a sell signal. At this point, probably don't want to see it trade back below today's low. On a hanging man, that would tell you they're bringing it back down to the T-line. The Russell's probably going to look like the NASDAQ, except it did close above the T-line. That means the small stocks are getting some new life. OPK, Another one you could be buying, just be aware that you don't have much of a signal down here to tell you there's been a reversal, other than the fact that they're bouncing up off the 200 and the 50. Potash, just stay long. 8. 8 bullish engulfing with a gap up. This one you can be buying on positive trading, going to the top of the trend channel again. ICLD. ICLD had a kicker type signal. It still hasn't closed above the T line, but if it opens positive tomorrow, you want to be buying immediately. That kicker signal is telling you that it's taken the bullish force is in there. More than likely, you're heading up towards the 200-day moving, or I'm sorry, the 50-day moving average, which would be a decent percentage return. FTR, stay long. Nothing here to do. Stay long. See a sell signal. AMKR, nice little breakout. Another one where you just stay long until you see a close back below the T line. QCOM. You have to stay long here, but if this opened lower tomorrow after a hanging man, bearish engulfing signal, I'd probably take some profits. And then you can always see what it does once it comes down to the T line. SCCO, Doji right on the 50 after gapping up. Very simple. If it opens positive, you want to be a buyer. If it opens negative, you don't buy until you see it do another buy signal. Oops. SVE. Oh, this must be ADS. This one, all you can do is stay long. I wouldn't be a buyer until it broke up through the 2050 level. AFFX. You can be buying this one. You had the hammer signal. Now you got the bullish confirmation. First target is the 50. Then you've got your hammer or scoop pattern to give you some more upside potential. And Chevron, all you can do on this one is stay long. It's probably going to hit the 200, but I wouldn't be aggressively trading this one. Just not enough price movement. Oops, that was CBS. We did TSO. We did diamonds. DRE. Whoops. DRE can be bought on positive trading. Kind of a slow rounding bottom, Morningstar signal, bullish Warami, breakout through this downtrending channel. That one can be bought. Guild, nothing there yet. Just an update and a downtrend, probably supporting at the 200, but you don't know that until they break through the T line. And AGER, this one you can buy if it opens positive. It means the doji sandwich is in effect, and that means the T line isn't acting as resistance anymore. MDT, this one you buy on positive trading, doji sandwich. APOL, this one's got a nice slow curve setup. This one you can buy on positive trading, which would be breaking through this downtrending channel here at the top. ISR. ISR, nothing yet. You need to see another buy signal. You got the wedge formation. You've got the T-line as support. You just don't have a breakout yet. I'd rather pay whatever that is, 250, knowing that it's broken to the upside. APOL earnings yesterday, okay. All right, I think we got most of it. Hershey is a long-term I'd have to look at it. At least it's got a wave 3 to it, so I'd expect a wave 3. Skip DP is the stock. That's the British pound. That's in a nice little turn. And then British petroleum. That one's probably going to waffle back to the T-line and do a T-line crunch type setup. So if you're buying this, I wouldn't buy it until it came back up through today's open. But they're telling you the 50 is not going to act as a resistance anymore. First Solar, get ready to buy this on positive trading, the J-hook pattern, and 10. 10, you can get ready to buy. I think a lot of the auto parts stores had nice little breakouts, so they can be bought. Okay, last one is CRM. This one you can buy on positive trading, telling you that you're breaking out through this downtrending channel. Okay, with that, again, the Dow, if it opens positive, breaking out through this level, tells us we got more upside. Okay, everybody have a good spring night. It's got to be good for everybody with the Buccos winning tonight. We'll see you in the chat rooms tomorrow.